Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is John. I'm a full-time eBay reseller based in Melbourne, Australia. Also, if this is your first time here and this is the first video that you've decided to watch, it's very efficient of you because you've essentially picked the weekly theme wrap-up video. I do encourage you to check out videos 1 to 4 of this weekly theme because we covered pricing, poor category performance, we covered listing quality and building buyer loyalty as a way to counter slow sales periods. So we're not going to go into those ones in detail. And I've turned this whole weekly theme into a playlist, and every weekly theme following this one will be in a playlist as well. That way you guys can, I guess, autoplay it and hear it all, like part 1 to part 4 whilst you're working, if that's something that helps you get more work done. So yeah, I'll put the link in the description below for that. Today I'm going to wrap up part 1 to part 4 by acknowledging, first of all, that making changes in our business is difficult. I don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Especially as we get bigger. Doesn't matter whether you're at 20 listings or at 2,000 listings. Going backwards to go forward is annoying. I remember needing to rub off, words that I've written wrongly when I was learning how to write. I remember going from writing separate letters to cursive handwriting. And I have 2 kids, so I've watched them write as well. And watching their progress and the frustration of, rubbing out a 3 that was written like an E, it's real. Like just simple backward steps with the aim of going forward, it messes with you. And regulating that frustration is so key to implementing any changes that we want so that our businesses can grow. It's very easy to go too hard basket. I don't want to do it. I'm happy with it where I am. And it's even easier if you are currently making money, because it's very easy to say, I don't know if I will make more money. I will choose not to believe anything that John or anybody else says. I'm happy where I am. I don't want to grow. Here's the thing. If you don't want to grow and if you don't want to expand this business, it will forever be a job that you trade time for money. It's just a job that you've taken on to do in your own time, but really there is no progression plan, there is no promotion plan. When most of us get jobs, we hope that there is a promotion. We hope that our effort will pay off down the line somehow, and it makes it easy to hang around because we get paid along the way. Most of us get to a point where we realize we don't like being in the jobs that we're in. We don't like the people that we work with. And then we opt for becoming our own boss. And when we become our own boss, for a period of time, we celebrate the fact that we don't have to deal with idiots. We don't have to deal with bureaucracy. We don't have to wake up and go to work and commute with everybody else in peak hour traffic. We can get up, work at home instead. Finish early, enjoy an environment that we feel more comfortable in, right? But there is a cost to that. And that cost is learning how to regulate frustration, learning how to grow this thing so that eventually we're not tied to it when our bodies can no longer do it anymore. The payoff or the promotion for being in a business is being able to take steps back so that other people can do it and you just manage it with your head. Every good business person who started on the tools eventually got off the tools. They worked very hard on the tools at the start, broke their body down, and then eventually realized, you know what? I need to break other people's bodies so that I can take money by just applying what's in my head. And so when I think of that, and I think about that big payoff at the end, my language changes. It's no longer I have to change my pricing or I won't grow. I have to get rid of categories that I've invested in that I don't want to let go. It's no longer I have to do new photos. I have to streamline my listings, some of them manually because bulk edit doesn't work. It becomes I get to. And that language shift makes a big difference, because the fact is, when you took a switch to try this side hustle with the hope that it could become something more, you dreamed that it would be something more. You suddenly realize, hey, I get to do this. I get to flip things for profit that I never thought I could. There was an excitement there. Channel that same excitement to doing the stuff you don't want to do as well. Because those things that you don't want to do, like making wholesale change to your store in order for it to be a better store, to grow and level up, it's hard. It is hard. It takes effort, but it's necessary. And I hope that by understanding these 4 factors and giving you target points to work on, pricing within a range, acknowledging categories that don't perform on eBay, let them go. Recognizing that listing quality can always be improved because the site is changing, change with it, and building customer loyalty and curating better inventory so that your buyers keep coming back because you are their person for that area of thing. Four target points. Pick one, make little changes. You get to do it. And if that doesn't help, remember when you were back in a job, or if you currently are in a job, you just came back from work. There was something that you could have done better that somebody said, no, we don't want to. And when you ask them why, they said, just because. Because we don't have the process for it, because someone else needs to make a change before I can make a change. If you think making changes on your own is overwhelming and frustrating, that was even more frustrating. I left that part of a job. That was the part I hated the most. The fact that I knew that if I did something a little bit differently, without breaking any rules, I could get a better sales outcome. I could get a better bonus. I could benefit and the business benefit. And for my boss to say, well, my other boss doesn't, so we'll look at it eventually. Now, I get to make changes when I recognize they need to be made. And that is super empowering and that is super encouraging, effort notwithstanding. So yes, the way we're going to wrap up this weekly theme is to acknowledge that we get to make these changes and we get to reap the benefits of these changes once we implement them. Simple. So go forth and make those changes. Thank you for coming with me to the end of week 1. Next week, we're going to talk about research. And the hardest thing about research is knowing where to get information from and how to use the information that you get. There once was a time when research was, I guess, about what you know. Now you can know so much that it's confusing. So we're going to cover different places where you can get information about the items that you sell or want to sell. And we're going to look at how to turn them into parameters so that you can triangulate, so to speak, and figure out where your pricing should sit and how much effort you should put into that research. That's what's on for next week. And I look forward to doing that with you guys too. So yeah, have an awesome weekend and happy reselling. Bye.